Dinobot's good!
Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another Transformers review. This time we're taking a look at another Transformers Age of Extinction Deluxe figure, and it's Dinobot Slug, the, I guess, Transformers 4 version of Slag. And I guess they go with Dinobot Slug because Slag is apparently a derogatory name in Britain, England, United Kingdom. Is that true? If you're from over there, what does that mean? I'm kind of curious. So, yeah, here he is. He is the Triceratops of the Dinobots. And, of course, they take a few liberties with him. Let's take a look at the box itself and see what we think. Here we've got the artwork. Pretty cool looking. Pretty gnarly. But once again, all the Dinobots in the film have no color, whereas the figures themselves have a lot of color to them. And I kind of wish that they would put that color into the film. I think it would look a lot better. Of course, we have the Age of Extinction Transformers 4 logo, looking pretty cool, and then we have the figure itself. Now, the nice thing about this set, I love the transparent or translucent Transformers logo on the side of the packaging. It's just a sticker over the package, but it looks really, really damn cool. I really do dig that. And there we have him in his Triceratops mode, and then we got a picture of him down in his robot mode. Again, this figure continues the whole night theme with the Dinobots, and he just looks like a really cool, badass medieval knight with crazy armor. Side of the packaging, we have Deluxe class, Transformer, and again, pretty gnarly picture of him. On this side is absolutely nothing. Again, that logo just looks really darn awesome. It's very simplistic, but it really reminds me of Takara Japanese figures for some reason. I'm really, really digging it. Underneath, a little different. Usually, we're used to seeing an obligatory product shot. With these figures, we're just saying, hey, this is an authentic Transformer. And I'm wondering if the Decepticons will have Decepticon logo down there. Back of the package, real quick. Get rid of that glare there. He transforms in 16 steps. Again, a big theme with this series is making it a little more simple. They must have gotten huge feedback from parent groups about how complex the Transformers were to play with. So they try to simplify them, and that kind of carries over in the packaging. Here is Slug's bio. If you want to pause and read that, you can. And then here is where we have our obligatory product shots. The Bumblebee and the Crosshairs look kind of sketchy to me. I did get the Scorn figure. I'm really looking forward to him. Crosshairs is supposed to have a trench coat. I just don't know how well that is actually pulled off. And Bumblebee just looks very bland to me. Not too terribly big of a fan. So yeah, there we have our Triceratops mode. And then we have our robot mode. And he's got two swords. So pretty cool stuff. Let's get this guy out of the package and see what we think. Alright, so here we have the instruction sheet for Slug. It's really pretty much like every other Deluxe class instructions sheet that's pretty much black and white, and it's got red or orange colorations to kind of show you which parts are moving. So nothing too spectacular there. And this is very, very strange. Apparently, you're supposed to put the swords in Triceratops mode on his sides. Yes, that is happening. So here we have Dinobot Slug out of package. And first impressions, not too terribly bad. Why do you have these big giant swords on his side? I don't know. I'm taking them off because it looks silly. I don't like that at all. Okay, so we're just going to throw that over there. And there he is in his dinosaur mode. And I love the crest. I love the head sculpt. I love the color scheme. I think it looks really, really cool. The only issues I have are these soft rubber bits all over him. His entire lower jaw is soft rubber bits. His tail back here is soft rubber bits. I don't know why they do that. I did not like it in the Prime series. I don't like it here. I really question how these are going to last. I just see them just falling apart. And I was so glad that Grimlock didn't have it, and very disappointed this guy does. Head sculpt. Again, very cool stuff. I love the paint apps. I love all the different paint apps on the guy. The paint of the eye, the nose, looks really cool. I love the silvery color. The purple's nice and deep. Very Decepticon looking. Like the Autobot symbol, just kind of popping out there. And his tail is very bone-like. I mean, it looks skeletal. Looks pretty cool. I can definitely dig him. Articulation, not the greatest. He is a Dinobot. He does have some joints there. He stands pretty stout. He looks pretty cool. I am digging him. He's just it's that soft rubber. That's the only thing that I'm not digging. I'd really like to see this guy in the G1 color scheme. And he's not really a Triceratops. He's more of a Quinceratops with 2 additional points down here under his chin. I suppose it'd be easy enough to take a knife and cut them off, considering it's soft rubber. Let's see how this guy compares up to previous Triceratops dinosaur bots. Alright, so here we have Dinobot Slug. Ugh, I just don't like that name. I know that it's supposed to be for an ammunition piece, ammo slug. It just makes me think of a worm. Not liking it. But here he is compared to some other Deluxe Triceratops dinosaurs. Of course, this is Tricerodon from Transformers Universe, I believe. And then this is the Beast Wars 2 Gilladart, or I believe in Japan it's pronounced Geiradetta? Is that right? If you speak Japanese, let me know if I pronounced that right. If not, tell me. But yeah, so he looks cool against him. However, this really shows you how much smaller Deluxe figures have gotten from the Beast Wars era down to today's Age of Extinction. He just looks a lot smaller in comparison. But he's definitely striking. He's definitely different. Transmetally all the way. This guy really looks like he's painted like a Decepticon to me. He looks dark and evil. And that's not a bad thing. So let's compare this guy to his leader, Voyager-class Grimlock. Alright, so here we have Dinobot Slug with Grimlock, Deluxe class versus Voyager, and a huge, huge size difference. Obviously, he's a Voyager class, so he is going to be bigger, but he just makes poor little Slug here look so tiny. Yeah, kind of a cool matchup, though. Very nice looking. Very much in the same style and aesthetic. I do like the Dinobots from this series. The cars, sketchy on, but every Dinobot I have seen, I have pretty much liked. And that's a big thing for me to say about a Bayformer. So let's get Slug. God, I'm just going to call him Slag. That's who he is. Let's get him in his robot mode and see what we think. Alright, so here we have Slug or Slag in his robot mode. And I gotta say, he does look cool. Transformation is relatively easy and fun. It's interesting. I love how bulky the arms are on this guy, how they swing around and the arms fold out, and then these pieces fold up to make the arms nice, big, bulky, chunky. His body is a little thin, but these back pieces kind of help fill that out. I love how the Triceratops head splits apart, and then parts of the frill actually come forward, so you can get kind of this nice, huge shoulder thing going on there. And the detail on this guy is awesome. His legs are nice and bulky as well. I do like that, even though he's got the elf shoe thing going on. That is like a theme with these figures for some reason. I'm not really sure what it is. Articulation, he's got elbow joints. He's got joints at his shoulder, hip joints. Head bends at the knee. He's got a little bit of foot. The hands not so much, and the head not so much. Now the head has a classic looking knight thing going on here. He looks pretty darn noble. While he may look like a Decepticon in paint scheme, especially in his Triceratops mode, his robot mode is very noble looking, but still kind of Decepticon-y. I think he would look cooler in a blue rather than this all purple. I think you could replace the Autobot logo down there with a Decepticon logo and not have much of a difference. Now, from the side, gets kind of hairy, looks kind of goofy. And then we have some dino kibble hanging off of the back. Now, I think this piece is supposed to be hanging lower here, but I think it just looks better and cleaner from the front with it upright, so you don't actually see it. It just looks so much better. And the swords are pretty cool when they're actually swords and not weird wings hanging off the side of the dinosaur. Overall, this is a great piece. You definitely want to pick this up at the deluxe price. I think it is very fun, it's very different, and these head sculpts and body sculpts are probably some of the best Bayformers that have ever existed. So I got a feeling these guys really aren't going to talk much at all in the movie, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. So there he is, Dinobot Slug, or as I like to call him, Slag. Thanks for watching, guys, and look for more videos in the future.